Hey everybody, I am Utterless Mo, and this is Fantastic Realms, a multiplayer server that I play on with some friends of mine. And it's been a while since I've recorded and done much on this server, really. I was kind of just waiting to hopefully get a fortune pick. That didn't happen. Oh well, it's not that big of a deal. I was also just really busy, and I guess I'll talk a little bit about why that's the case in this video. It's kind of going to be a ranty video. We're going caving today, so it's just going to be kind of talky, not a whole lot of building. I need to work on the capital a little bit more. We're going to be starting to work on the side buildings and the roof. I'm going to be putting the ceiling on the second floor a little bit later. Might actually do that in this episode, not sure. Just need to scratch my head for a second. That's really going to be it. And in the next couple episodes, we're going to be focusing more on like the internal parts of the capital. Now that I'll have basically 2 complete floors to work with, we're going to start working on that. And in the meantime, also be working on the periphery buildings a little bit. But I need to figure out the function of those. Whereas in the center building, there's going to be everything on those. There's going to be a couple of guest bedrooms maybe. There will be probably like a library, maybe a museum. I'm not really sure about that, but you get my point. Those kind of things. So that's what we're going to be working on in the next couple episodes. But I just want to put something out, so we're just going to go caving for today and maybe work on the capital. Not really sure. My time is very limited for the next couple weeks until about the first week in November. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on in my life. Haven't gotten a chance to really take time to work on things that don't involve just simply recording. Like, I can play Pokemon, Omicron, and Borderlands, and then just render all of that together. But with Minecraft, it's a lot of off-camera stuff as well. Okay, so you get my point, and that's really the struggle I'm having with this series. And with Borderlands and Pokemon, I don't really have to record for the next couple weeks. I recorded a ton of Pokemon for the next couple weeks, so I can get a few things out of the way. And Borderlands, we just recorded like crazy, and I've still got like 4 hours left of that to edit, which is going to be fun. Kind of. And I hope you guys are liking those series. Okay. The world is not generating the way it should. What is it? Control... Oh, never mind. Don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I hope you guys are liking that. I'm certainly loving Borderlands and Pokemon. I love playing them. I love recording them with friends. It's been quite the experience. But I just want to get a good read on that. But I mean, can't really ask for much. Anyways, let's go and explore this cave that we found. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm trying to find where it is actually. Just grab all this coal while we can. So yeah, what have I been up to? I actually did a recording earlier, but I didn't have enough time to finish it, so it was kind of just like 12 minutes of stuff, and that was like a week ago. My life has been a little different since then, so I just kind of I just got rid of that. It was really just me working on the capital. I can kind of show you that in a little bit. But yeah, so I was I've had so much to do since school started. I'm the, I think I may have mentioned this. I'm the president of a student organization at my school, and it's one of the more well-known ones. So it's a lot of like managing work, kind of, and then coupled with the fact that I've never really been a leader of anything, that makes it really difficult for me to be effective. God, this mouse does not work when I play Minecraft. I really want to grab this andesite, but I want to explore first. I need to find that cave. Not really sure where it went. It just like got up and moved. Yeah. So I've got that, and that's just that's a lot of work. I think I already mentioned that though. It's difficult managing things. And where are they coming from? I hear them, but I don't see them. Sorry, I know I get really quiet when I cave, just because I'm like, it's so intense. Oh god! Damn, that was major lag right there. Man, my mouse is gonna really be like the bane of my existence. Seriously though. Although I'm pretty sure with the armor I have, I'm not gonna die. Let's actually review the kind of armor I have. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I'm fine for now, at least. There's an Enderman. That's what that sound was. I know how to play Minecraft. No, so like I've got this club that I'm a president of, and then I've got just a ton of schoolwork, like a lot of reading that I have to do. Because I'm taking a seminar class, and that's just, it's basically, the professor's treating it like a graduate level class, so it's a lot of reading. And it's difficult to get all that done because I'm a very slow reader, and it's not easy for me to comprehend things immediately. Like I take a little bit to like think about like what I've read. It takes me longer to process that stuff, I guess. I don't know. So it makes it a challenge sometimes to be able to do the assignments, just because it takes time that I don't seem to have, or the time that I don't want to dedicate to it, or I don't think is worth dedicating in the moment. Do you get what I'm saying? You won't be able to answer anyways. But so I've got that, and that's just something I need to learn how to do better of. Like, there's really no excuse for that, for something like that, you know? But, I've got that, and I'm taking this course on public speaking. And, that is an interesting class. So we have a few speeches that we have to do. And, one of them is an impromptu speech. I'll come grab these. Actually, I'll just grab them right now. Okay. You know what? Just take it all. We're not coming back here. There. Okay. So we got that. We got that taken care of. So we have to do the impromptu speech. That's the first speech that we have to do. And if you don't know what an impromptu speech is, or at least the way our assignment was, is that we were given a topic, and this topic is pretty pertinent to us. It's like, should the school do this? Should the school do that? Those kind of questions. Because they're all things that we can usually relate to. Pretty easy questions, right? But there's a catch. We have 6 minutes to prepare. So we go out. Oh god. Oh god, man, I'm not with it today. I need to stop wasting these. The torches are double clicking for whatever the hell reason. And yeah. Let's see. You know, if I didn't have Silk Touch, this would be a lot easier because then I can make torches. Oh god. God, these things are so annoying. It's my mouse that I'm not. Oh no, I'm really screwing up here. Stop spawning. Stop spawning. Don't do these things. You know what? That freaked me out. I thought he was running right. Oh god! There. Okay. Mobs everywhere, man. I'm totally like off track now. So we have to do an impromptu speech, basically, and that is a speech where we get 6 minutes to prepare on a topic that we've just seen. Actually, we get a choice of 2, and we have to choose one, and we get 6 minutes to prepare. And the best way to get the best grade on something like this is to follow the model that the professor gave. And it's a pretty fair model. Like, our professor is not a bad one. He literally wrote his dissertation on how to teach public speaking. So, like, he knows his stuff. And he says this model is really works, and I believe it. And it does. It actually does. It's basically like you have your intro with your thesis and like the argument you want to make. And then you have 2 main points. And with each of those main points, then you have you have 2 pieces of evidence to support that, 2 examples. So pretty simple. But we have 6 minutes to prepare for something like this. So in addition to everything else, we have to come up with an argument, and we have to come up with. I guess you get what I'm saying. I'm kind of stumbling over my words now, but I had to give one of these speeches a couple days ago. I was there's 3 days that we were speaking. I was the second one, and I went and gave my speech. And when I was practicing, I was really struggling with trying to find evidence. Like, I could come up with main points, and I could that were reasonable, main points that actually like could work with the given topic. I was able to do that really well, but coming up with examples was actually kind of difficult. And for the reason that I didn't have enough time to really think about it. I felt like I was rushed. So that's where the challenge that I had going into it. And when I went and gave my speech, it was apparently a prompt that I had already practiced, which was not supposed to happen. Like, in the little reading packet he gives us for the class, or our professor gives us for the class, I'm just digging into site now, but it's worth it. There's a bunch of examples in this little reading packet. So one of our assignments was to kind of like practice some of these, and the prompt I got was actually in there. So I practiced it, and it was actually really well done, I thought. I practiced it alone, but I was able to come up with some strong points, and I think my argument flowed. It was a passable speech, I think, at least in the practice. So I went up and when I sat down to prepare for the speech, I got that prompt, and I was like, oh wow, I can do this. I've done this before. I kind of know what I want to talk about. So it made it really easy to come up with the first, or at least the both main points. Well, actually, the first main point, really. I had actually a lot of trouble coming up with the second one. And so I sat there trying to figure out what was I going to talk about. And I eventually came up with something. I bullshitted a couple of pieces of evidence, and I just gave my speech. It worked out. I was able to. The time was within parameters that the professor set for what would be a passing time, like the time that it took you to give the speech. And so I hit all of those marks. I hit the goals I wanted. I came up with some things. I gave the speech, and it was in a passable time. But the problem I had was my argument was kind of weak. My first main point was really strong. My intro was really strong, and I was able to deliver it. I was able to speak clearly. My tone was able to change with the speech, with what I was saying, and I moved around. And it's funny, I actually moved around too much. And the teaching assistant for the class told me that I should not move around. I should not pace around as much because it could be distracting. I was like, I thought that was really funny actually, that he would say that. Oh, I got an ender pearl actually. Okay. I mean, we have a lot of those already. Oh my god, I wish I found this pocket earlier. This is so much andesite. I could make the capital with all this andesite. This is so awesome. I'm just sitting here mining it. We're not even exploring. I might have to come back and like mine all of this later. But it's so addicting. Anyways, I'm rambling now. So I went and I gave the speech, and you know, I got a decent grade on it. For how nervous I was for the speech and like the problems that I was encountering, I think I did really well. So I'm pretty happy about that. The next speech we have to give is a persuasive one. So I have to find a topic that everyone in my class disagrees with, and that I can argue in like 9 minutes. So 6 to 9 minutes actually. So that's the big assignment that I have to work on now. I love it how my mouse just like changes the like just randomly scrolls for me. I think that's really cool. Okay, don't do that. But so I've got that public speaking class, and then I've got this I've got the GRE that I have to study for. And for anyone who knows anything about grad school, then you know that you have to take the GRE. The GRE is basically the SAT, but for graduate schools. I might have mentioned this before. I'm not really sure, but it's a 4.5 hour long test. And I'm not good with standardized testing. I'm actually really bad at taking tests. So this is not an easy test for me to study for. I studied a little bit over the summer for it, but there's other things I really wanted to do. I was very tired of studying, didn't really want to do any of that. So I did a little bit, not enough, but you know, passable amount, or like barely passable. So I've been taking these practice tests, and I've actually been doing above average. Like, I'll get into a graduate school with some of these scores, if I do well. But the problem I'm having, ironically, is the essays. And I guess I say ironically because I am my majors in college require me to write essays more often than most majors. I'm not a math major. I don't just do math problems all the time or solve proofs. I write essays. So like that's what I have to do. So you would think, oh, I should be able to do these 2 essays on the GRE really well. No, I'm actually struggling a lot with them. And this is why. I don't know how to pick apart arguments. Like which is really weird because I have to analyze arguments a lot in my classes, in my coursework. So it's really difficult because like on the GRE you'll get like this argument, this claim, and you have to analyze the claim and write an essay analyzing it. So I'm gonna run out of torches. So we're gonna have to explore this further in another episode. Really want to explore this more though. Might have to bring a friend with me. But so let's go back to the capital actually, and I'll continue talking. I'll talk while I'm trying to find my way out. so let's get out of here. Okay, what was I saying? GRE, right. Okay, so this argument essay requires me to pick apart an argument in like a 4-paragraph essay. And originally I was thinking, how the bloody hell am I going to do this? Like, how is this possible? And I thought about it a little bit more, and I started studying a little bit more, and did a couple practice ones. Oh my god, this game! This game! It might be the server, actually. I don't know. Speaking of the server, I actually have to renew the license for it. How do I get out of here? How the hell? I've been here. I know that much. That is not the way. How much andesite do I have? Yeah, don't have enough, but I can mine more of that later. Oh, it's right here. Duh. Okay. So I was practicing, and I did a practice one a couple days ago, and I felt really good about it, actually. I was at least able to pick it apart and kind of at least answer the prompt. And that's the most important thing for these essays, obviously, is that you can answer the prompts that they're asking you to do. The other essay is an issue essay, and that's where I'm stronger with, because it's like you get this claim, and you have to take a side on it, and then argue why your side makes more sense. And so that's not too bad. And to me, that's actually going to be the hardest part of the test, is doing those essays. Because since I'm applying to programs that are more like heavily involved with social sciences, it will make I almost feel like they're going to. You know what? You can just explode. I don't care about you. Let's get out of here. So yeah, it's fun. It's just really funny that I'm having the kind of difficulties with those over everything else. But I've got that test in about a week from Monday, and today's Friday. So really got to start studying for that. Now I've got other things. I've also got I've got a job, and I can do that job whenever I want. But I've always had this weird thing about wanting to just make or be able to earn money. I've never really had a job before, so the idea of making money just sounds really, I don't know, just really gratifying to me. And maybe that's not the right way to go about life. And I completely agree with that. Money is not everything, but it's not an experience I've ever had. You know, being able to like say that you earn something by working. Because I do a lot of volunteer work, so a lot of my time goes to that, and obviously that stuff's not paid. And I really sound like a douchebag right here. I'm saying money is everything, or at least it comes off as that. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm doing a lot of the things that I do because I want to. But it's just something I've never experienced before. It feels gratifying to me. So that's why I'm like, I want to work more. And the job I'm doing is actually, beyond the money, it actually is a really gratifying experience too. Like, I really shouldn't be saying it because it deals with politics mainly. And I think that's something that I shouldn't be talking about unless people really want to know about it. And I don't think I can actually know. I can't even mention specifically what I'm working for here. But it is politics related, I'll say that. Because politics is really interesting to me. Political history, politics, that kind of stuff. That stuff's really interesting to me. So I do a lot of work in that area. I want to learn a lot more about policy too, so I can work in that area as well. So I can have the skill sets for that stuff. I think the road goes this way. Yeah. So that's where I've dedicated a lot of my time, and it's hard because there's a lot of things I want to do, but I just don't have the time to do them. And I think that's really where this whole talk is going. Is it kind of goes back to recording and making videos. I've got all these things in my life that I have to do, and that's why I haven't been able to put out as much content. Even though, I know not that many people watch it, it's something that I enjoy doing, and I want to do more of it. It's just I don't always have the time to do it. I'm kind of just ranting here, because I do feel a little stressed out. It's why I'm talking about these things. And let's go back to the capital, actually. Do we have any iron in here? No, we don't. So we have to run. God dang it. But yeah, no, I've been really stressed out over the past couple days, and I'm using this to kind of like just talk, just kind of air my not grievances, because I'm not complaining too much. I don't think I've complained at all in this video, but it's a lot of work. I do want to talk about the direction of this channel, though. I've been posting Borderlands and Pokemon Omicron every other day, and this whenever I get the chance. But after I start, my schedule opens up a little bit more, and I'll be able to like sit down and play games, and still be able to keep up with everything else in my life, because this is one of my lower priorities. I have to say that, which is why I haven't put out a lot of this. Put out a lot of stuff that is pre-recorded. Pokemon Omicron and Borderlands are two very good examples of that. That's why I like doing those kind of things, because it allows me to play games and be able to put stuff out and enjoy what I'm putting out. So that's why I've been doing a lot of that. But once my schedule starts to open up, I'm actually going to do a little bit more of the other things. I want to do single player again, and this is basically single player. To be honest, this is basically single player. I want to do more multiplayer on here, because this is a multiplayer server. It should be treated as such. So I'm going to try and start doing more things like that, where I can get together with people and actually play games. And let's see what else. Just talking about life. I want to. Sorry, I'm just blanking on what I've said. It's been a long morning. I want to do I want to start kind of getting into modded Minecraft, is what I'm trying to say. I want to finish my single player series, primarily. I want to be able to do that. God, this game is lagging! What the hell? Okay. There. Alright, so I wanted to do a lot of that. I want to end my single player series. I want to be able to do that, and when I do that, I want to start maybe a modded Minecraft series. So, basically, I want to do something like Feed the Beast. I want to really like focus on that kind of stuff, because I've been watching some other YouTubers do modded Minecraft, and it's actually it's kind of interesting. Like, I've never been into modded Minecraft, and a lot of people on the server have wanted to do modded Minecraft, but I've never really been interested in it. But now I'm starting to. Oh, you fucker! You need to die. You need to die. There, that's right. So, I wanted to do a lot of that. So you might see a series on modded Minecraft. I'm thinking Feed the Beast, because it has a ton of mods that I can play around with, and I want to choose a few and kind of play around with those. Probably not like ComputerCraft, because I don't know how to code, but that kind of stuff. I don't think I showed you this, actually. This was in my last recording. I fixed this roof, and I did these little beams right here. And yeah, I think it looks really nice. And if you look down here, from the perspective of down there, it actually looks really good. In my last recording, I was just sitting here making these walls. We're going to have little walkways that go out onto the top of the periphery buildings. And actually, I see that it doesn't line up. I'll figure something out there. But we're gonna, that's kind of how it's gonna go. It's gonna just move into the periphery building, like just the top. And I might have like a watchtower or something up there. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the periphery buildings yet. I said that at the beginning of the episode, and I'm still thinking I'm really not sure what the hell I'm gonna do with it. But these, this room right here, this room is gonna have 4 different big rooms, or a bunch of small rooms. I haven't decided yet. Or maybe a mix, like I might do a bunch of small rooms over here, like I might do here just a bunch of little guest rooms, or maybe one big guest room where I have a bunch of little beds just sitting here, maybe like a nightstand or something. And then I'll do like a library right here. And then the master bedroom might be right here. Or it might be right here, and then I'll have like a museum or something right there. So we're going to work on that. And in the next episode, you'll see a roof on this. And the next couple of episodes, I want to work on kind of segregating all of the, kind of like lining out how I'm going to lay out this floor. Because this is going to be the most important floor, really. It's where all the action's going to be. The bottom floor is really kind of just an introduction. It's just supposed to look wide and pretty because it does. I don't know what I'm going to do down here. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this room. It might be a storage room, actually. Or it might lead down to a storage room. Who knows? So that's kind of what we're going to do. In the next episode, we're going to start figuring out what we're going to, like how we're going to map out the capital. And I'm also going to be working on how I'm going to do the walls for the periphery. You see I've done this. I'm going to put a window here. Just a giant window. And I like this design. I don't really know why. It came up and I was like, oh, this sounds kind of cool. Oh my god, I've been going for 30 minutes. Holy hell. If you aren't watching at this point, I can understand. Oh, those are signposts. I thought that was an animal. I really should do modded Minecraft. I'll see those things all the time. And I want to do something in the front as well, but we'll wait on that. But for now, I am going to head out and do all the things that I need to do in my life to become a successful person. But yeah, expect more capital stuff in the future, and I will see you guys next time. Stay sexy, everyone. It was great talking to you. Bye.